Yo, guys, what's up? What's up? It's your boy here, double to that H, man. How's everybody doing, man? Look, man, this is, even if it says Tottenham v Liverpool, this is just a general preview of everything that's happening around there, man. So, this is pretty much a free for all of all the um, matches happening this weekend. So we're going to talk Tottenham and Liverpool. We're going to talk Watford against Man United. We're going to talk about Sociedad against Barcelona. Talk about Real Madrid's game, Juve's game, and everything. Just give your thoughts about everything. I think the Sociedad game against Barcelona. I think Barcelona are away from home, so it's going to be pretty tough for me to watch all these games because the Barcelona game, I think, is at 3 p.m., which is the same time as the Chelsea game and the Arsenal game. So that's going to be pretty hard for us to watch. But I think, let's talk about, the Tottenham game, Tottenham against Liverpool. And I think the key thing is this, is Son definitely not playing? Because I don't agree that he's fatigued or he's tired. I think Son should definitely play. And I'm still sticking with Liverpool to win the game. But I don't know. I mean, because I don't know because when I made my prediction, it was like, okay, is it going to be 2-1, 2-2, or not, man? So it's difficult to say. Don't worry, Chelsea Cardiff. We're definitely going to talk about that. But yeah, man, for me, I think that, like, look, for Son, obviously, I think you have to see how fit he is. Like, I mean, if he's not fully fit, 100% don't start him. Bring him on in the second half. Like, Son has to feature somewhere in this game. Look, yo, K Stevens, what's up, man? What's up, man? Thank you from New York City. Look, Firmino, look, I told you he's tops. Firmino is tops, man. But I think Son is a bad boy. Son is a bad boy, man. Like, for me, I think Son and Firmino are both tier 3 in my view. They're both top quality, top of the grade tier 3 players. But I just think that, with Harry Kane maybe going through like a mini slump at the moment, I'm not too sure whether. Obviously, you have to still play him, but again, if Harry Kane isn't effective, I think the only other goal scorer you're looking to get is Son, because again, I'm not hearing that Dele Alli isn't even playing. But with regards to Liverpool, man, I think Liverpool should definitely go out and I think they are slight favorites in this game when you're looking at where Tottenham are coming in from. And people are still on me about this whole Salah thing. When I say 15 max for Salah, I don't mean that to be rude. But I mean that in the nicest way possible when I say 15 max, It's just that I just think that and this is in the league only. This is not in all competitions. Oh, all competitions then, 2025 league only, 15 max. And that's not me insulting Salah. That's just me just thinking that, I think he's a one-season wonder. And even me saying he's a one-season wonder, I'm still not dissing dude. Okay, I'm still not dissing him. It's just that that's just my assessment of the situaciones. But yeah, for me, I think for Liverpool, I just feel that if they can just get some, I think midfield is where I think Tottenham are going to cause Liverpool issues. But I just think that if Liverpool can sort of really get that ball to the front three as quickly as possible and really put Tottenham under a lot of pressure and just find nice spaces and nice openings, I do think that Liverpool could outscore Tottenham here. Because remember, Tottenham are not really an attacking side. Liverpool are a very attacking side. So I think Liverpool can definitely risk playing a high line because Tottenham don't really counter-attack. And if they counter-attack, they don't really have the speed that Liverpool do. Although you've got Lucas Moura there, but from Lucas Moura, who else do you have that's really speedy? Son is not really speedy. He's good, technically good, but the fastest dude they have is Moura. They don't have like what Salah can do, what Mane can do, and so forth. So what are you guys saying, man? What are you guys saying? Will Tottenham make top 4? You see, like, my top 4 discussion was, and obviously we'll get to Chelsea, Cardiff, United, and so forth. My top 4 still is City to win it, Liverpool. You know what? City, Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal. As crazy as it sounds, I'm still saying Arsenal fourth, and I say Tottenham fifth, United sixth. You know, United I think will struggle, and I think the big thing with Tottenham is that they started well. Okay, yeah, they got the little hiccup with the loss against Watford, but I do think that as a whole, looking at the season as a whole, I do think that them not buying players is going to come and bite them in the ass because if Harry Kane now hits a slump now, they now get a few injuries and so suspensions. What quality do you have to really bring in? That then is the issue. So um will Jose get sacked? So I mean we'll get to United, but let's go to the other games now. Don't worry guys, I'll definitely answer your questions. So we have Newcastle, Arsenal, and I said 1-1. I don't see Arsenal beating Newcastle. I just think Newcastle would be very tough for them. And I don't really see them away from home. It's the defense. Like Arsenal should beat Newcastle because Arsenal should get goals against them, but it's the defense. The defense of those guys are it's just not on point. It's just not on point. So yeah, man. I'm still sticking with the 1-1 there now. Hopefully, like that's Aubameyang. I think they could be the new Kola New York or the new Fiorentina Chiesa. Actually, let me put it out there. Your favorite strike partnerships of all time. Tell me your favorite strike partnerships of all time. What are they? And guys, Champions League, man. Whew, I can't wait. Remember, so Sunday we obviously have the hangout on Sunday. But yeah, man, Champions League, man. I cannot wait, man. See, I don't know how old you guys are. I don't think you guys remembered Crespo Chiesa in Parma. Crespo Chiesa in Parma was serious, man. Ronaldo Romario was good as well. Ronaldo for sure. And I don't know. I know. Look, I'm going off tangents here, but that Rivaldo hat trick against Valencia was insane. That was flipping it. That's what dude did. Because again, because you talk about the Cristiano hat trick, which was a penalty, a goalkeeping howler, and a great free kick. Rivaldo was what's it again? Like a amazing shot from outside the box, an amazing free kick, and in my opinion, the best overhead kick goal I've ever seen. Because the thing about the overhead kick goal is that he created it himself. He chested it, also given the right height, and he then put it in, and that's when it was 2-2 to make it 3-2 to make them to go through. So to score a goal like that, an overhead kick that you created, easily the best hat trick of all time. Easily the best hat trick of all time. Nothing comes close. Nothing comes close. Yeah, Jason, you're right. Barcelona were crap back then. So I said Arsenal, City definitely going to win. That's what's going to be a cinch. Like City are not really. That's why I think Pep was so pissed off that they dropped points against Wolves. Because I think City were looking to pretty much get the maximum points until their first really big game of the season, which I think might be Tottenham. So Man United, Watford, I'm sticking with 2-1, man. I fear for Mourinho. I cannot see Manchester United away from home against a team who are unbeaten with a Troy Deeney in that team and a very shaky defense. I can't give United the win. And I don't see it being a draw. It seems going to win, and I cannot give you a strong argument for United winning that game. I'm sorry, man. So Barcelona against Sociedad, I think that'll be an interesting game. I think that'll be interesting because Sociedad are pretty good. Let me just make sure that I've got what do we do? Barcelona. So yeah, Real, because these are the games that cause Barcelona a lot of issues. So that's going to be very interesting. Away from home, and yeah, that's going to be tough for them. And I think you know what, I say Barcelona's. See, that could be 2-2. That could be 2-2. But maybe they may squeeze it through. And let's talk about Dembele. Dembele has been doing really, really well for Barcelona so far, and I think Dembele is going to have a big season. I think the guy's going to have a big season. My eyes were on Coutinho, but I think Dembele might have actually stolen the limelight already now. What are we doing here? All right, cool. Cool. So, Athletic Bilbao against Real Madrid. So, yeah, this might be Real's first tough game. Um, this is their first. So, Bilbao have only played 2 games because I see 1-1 and then 0. Um, Away from home, tough to call. Tough to call because this is because I don't think this Real Madrid team have been fully tested yet. So that's a very interesting one to see how well they do there. Yeah, man, that's interesting. That is interesting. Damn it. All right. So what are we doing? What are we talking about here? Okay. Godson not playing a single minute this season, and what is the perspective on Bayern Munich this season? How far can they get in the Champions League? Godson, I tweeted out something. I said that peak Godson was very good. Godson is no longer the player that he once was. He just isn't like that's like it's not happening. Peak Godson was a flipping good player. Because I remember back when he scored a World Cup winning goal, and I said that Germany may have their first ever superstar player, like their first ever dude that can actually win the Ballon d'Or. It never really materialized for the dude, but that still doesn't take away that look he was once good. So right now, go to just isn't it? Go to just isn't it? And I think the tweet I put out was if Dortmund had kept all of their dudes, Lewandowski, Hummels, Ilkay Gundogan, Katagawa, Marco Reus, they would have won the Champions League at least once. 100%. If they had kept that crew would have won the Champions League at least once. 100%. 100%. So remember, they got to the final in 2013. If they had kept Mario Götze, kept the boys, 2014, who knows, man? They could have gone all the way because 2014, I say they beat Real in the final. I say they beat Real in the final. So what do you guys say? Your predictions for Tottenham Liverpool, man? How do you think that's gonna go? Yeah, never lived up to his potential. Guys, remember, man, send your boys super chats, man. Send your boys super chats if you want your questions to be read out. And get through this minefield. Send your boy a super chat. You send the super chats, I will then be able to view your thing and read your question out, man. Liverpool 3-2. So this whole Pep and Doctor thing. So apparently, so De Bruyne is going to be coming back soon. So is it true that Pep uses a secret juju doctor? That's the key thing. Does he use a special juju doctor or not, man? That's what I want to know. Because that's what people were saying back in the past is that a guy would have like, okay, this guy's out for 7 months, like a 7 month prognosis of an injury. 3 months is already ready right now. And they always go to the same doctor. So look, I'm not trying to suggest anything. I'm just saying that it's a bit, interesting that he gets guys to be fit very, 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 very quickly, shall I say. So remember, guys, the Hope Meets Banter Q&A is going to be dropping later tonight. I'm going to drop the Hope Meets Banter Q&A this evening, and I'll also be dropping the general Q&A of your questions this week as well today as well. So watch for those 2 videos to drop. So what are we saying here, man? The doctor from Finland, damn, man. The roids, man, the roids program. Look, man, I mean, nobody can prove anything yet, man. And all I'm saying is that all I want is for someone just to snatch Pep's chain. That's all I want. Just for someone to just snap the guy's chain. So what was I going to say? Yeah, guys. So what? So give me your impressions. Your impressions of the Hope Meets Banter show so far. What are your impressions of the Hope Meets Banter show so far? Just very briefly, so we can get back talking about these previews. Your impressions of Hope Meets Banter show. What do you think of the show? What do you think of the vibe? What do you think of everything, man? Interesting. Yeah, I mean, look, the thing with our host is that she's learning. She's learning because she's very keen. She's got like a good work ethic and everything. But I think she's definitely hey Captain Levi, man, look, I know, look, chill, bro, chill. Um, yeah, because look, the key thing about it is that we want to really take this show um to some next one because we feel that our chemistry is on point because we have some really good chemistry. Because I think the key thing is that me and the guys will really get along to together, and that's why we want to really build up a show reel, build up obviously the hosts and everything, and say, you know what, let's just because we feel that this can be the best football show out there. You know, we feel like they can be the best football show out there because it's real, it's to the point, it's passionate. We drop gems on y'all, and we really want to put the stuff out there. So yeah, interesting. But I'll definitely take on your critiques on board. So back to this whole thing, Liverpool and Tottenham. So as I said in my preview, this is Liverpool's toughest game so far. And can we all agree that Liverpool, their main aim should be the Premier League? I say they should tank the Champions League. They should not be distracted because Liverpool are yet to win the Premier League. They've won the Division One, but they are yet to win the Premier League. So they need to no, because like Liverpool, 3 games to go, 5 points ahead. Liverpool didn't win the league. How how did they mess that up? Like, I remember when somebody posted the picture of the league table back then, and I was like, you were 5 points ahead with 3 games to go. 5 points ahead with 3 games to go, and you messed up. That's insane. That is insane. I do not know how you can react from that. Which is why, look, speaking of which, because I was me and what's it called? Me, Drifty, and Devil were having a discussion about Vieira versus Gerrard. That may probably be the next football battle. And I think that football battle, I think I'm actually going to do like a special involving Devil and Drifty. And I was like, Vieira is better than Gerrard, you know. But then I said, no, Gerrard, Gerrard is pretty close. I don't think it was as much as a foregone conclusion as I once thought. But that slip by Gerrard, I think, tainted his legacy. Like that Gerrard slip tainted his legacy because yes, you won the Champions League. Yes, you were clutch in many moments, but that slip because people have memed that slip. They've memed it. So that one slip, I think, really damaged his legacy badly. But no. We can definitely discuss it. So where do you guys think Tottenham will finish? So two things. Where do you think Tottenham will finish this season? Do you think they get out of the Champions League group? Because I still think Pochettino got screwed over by not being given any players to buy. Oh, so fifth, fourth or fifth. So not even top three. Wow. Finishing third. That's tough, man. That's tough, man. I mean, because my thing is that. Sorry, let me just bring this thing in, man. Oops. Oops. There we go. Sorry. So my thing is that basically, you can. I will be shocked if Tottenham have a really successful season, not buying any new players. Because you can only overachieve for so long. Like last season, they overachieved. The season that they came third should have been second. The season that they came third on the last day of the season, they overachieved. And I think Levy's playing a very dangerous game, and I think, like for instance, you know what? The best thing that could happen to Tottenham in this game, the best thing that could happen in this game is Liverpool totally destroy them. They completely and totally like destroy them. Because if that happens, as bad as it will be for Tottenham to take, I think it will force Levy's hand in general. Because Levy, trust me, is trying to think of an excuse of like we don't need to buy any new players, which is freaking insane. Because it is so insulting to Pochettino that I overachieved last season and you're not giving me any money to buy any new players. That's insane. That's insane because you're obsessed with that freaking new stadium. Even people who've sort of like put money into new stadiums, you still have to make a bit of money available to buy some new players. So there's no money at all for new players. That's nah, man. That's bull, man. That's completely and honestly bull. Um. So what are you guys saying, man? Chelsea are not winning the league though. But let's look. I mean, Chelsea Cardiff. As I said again, for Chelsea Cardiff, I'm looking for at least 4 or 5 goals. I think the Cardiff game has to be where Chelsea fully express themselves. Because I think Chelsea, just for a sense of a confidence booster to really put out a statement. To put out a statement, because I think if they win like 2-1, 3-2, then it's like, yeah, well, but if they go out and just completely destroy Cardiff City, I think that will tell guys that wait a minute, let's talk about Chelsea because I think a lot of the focus now is Liverpool City, and something tells me, like for me, City are winning the league. Sorry, like there's no other argument. City are going to win the league, but no, something just tells me that Liverpool ain't going to come second. Something tells me that Liverpool either come third or fourth. And as I say that, I'm not sure who I can put in as second as well. Let's briefly look at Juventus. So Juventus are playing. Let me see. Oops, sorry. Let's just put this here. Juventus FC. So Juve are playing Sassuolo on Sunday. So Cristiano has taken the most shots so far in Europe, shows that he's trying. He's taken the most shots in Europe. 10 more shots by the second dude, and he's still not yet scored a goal in 4 games for Juve. So does he break his duck this weekend? What do you guys think? Does Cristiano get his first ever goal for does he get his first ever goal for Juventus this weekend? Because like he's gonna get G's. He's gonna get G's. But what if, because I always say for Cristiano that if you take the goals away from Cristiano, then it becomes really it becomes really tricky, because I always say that Cristiano goal scoring wise is one of the greatest goal scorers of all time. Like his goal scoring ability is absolutely incredible. I will never ever take that away from him, because his shooting ability, right foot, left foot, heading, aerial ability is some of the best that we've ever seen in the game. But if you take away his goal scoring, he becomes irrelevant. That's the danger. So that's why I think that he really needs to get G's in this for Juventus, because that's why this is interesting, and that's why I applaud him for making the leap to the Serie A. Because then again, he now has to pretty much test himself. All right, so a few minutes before I leave, let me just answer a few questions here, but before I have to decline. So let's see. So hit me with some questions, guys. Hit me with some questions. Look, man, Cristiano as a brick dot. I think that's too much. AJ, can you help put all Arsenal fans in place? Who's the bigger club in London? Bigger club in London. In terms of support, Arsenal. In terms of footballing relevance, it's Chelsea. And that's how it is. Like Arsenal are more supported globally than Arsenal are one of the biggest supported teams, like in the world. But as far as the football, like Arsenal are not relevant as a football team You know, like Chelsea are far more relevant as a football team than Arsenal. Um, W's, what's with your Hazard fanship in 2018? Because I think that this is the best football that Hazard is playing. Like I criticized Hazard before because his football was all skill but no effectiveness. All back no bite. But now his football, his skills are now effective. They're going somewhere. They're going forward. They're actually helping the team, and he's therefore a lot better now to watch. Um, so that's for me like 100% Hazard is top three based on just the football ability that he has. Um, did Henri deserve a Ballon d'Or? Now remind me which when he was up for the Ballon d'Or, who was he up against for the in the top three? Who did he lose out to? I think he lost out to Kaka in 1 year. So was he a Ballon d'Or shortlist in 2006 when they got to the final? Oh, this sorry, 2004, 2004. Because Henri had a big year, man. Like Henri had a big like that invincible year. You guys need to tell me who won that year. Because if it was Kaka, nah. Nedved, nah, bro. Nah. I mean, did Nedved do more than Henri that year? I mean, Rivaldo. Really? No, man. When Henri was at his peak, I think Rivaldo was out of here. You know, I think Rivaldo was because I think after 2002, Rivaldo was now slowly sort of getting in the decline. Then 03, 04 was when we began to see Ronaldinho come into the fray. So I mean, if it was Dino that he lost, then okay, all right, all right. The chef, yeah, I mean, the chef was man. The chef was big man. Um, what else? What was you guys saying? Hit me with some cues, man. Hit me with some cues. Yang or Kane? That's tough. That is tough. Yang or Kane? Um, I would say Yang because I mean finishing wise, I think they're almost identical. As in for finishing wise and strike rate, I think they're almost identical. But Aubameyang's speed and his ability to latch on to through balls, I think gives him the edge over Kane because that's what Kane moves like a brick, but he's very strong. God's good holder player and is a very good finisher. But I think that Aubameyang's speed makes um gives the midfielders more options to the kind of balls they can give him because you can't give Kane like a through ball he can run on, so it's not happening. But you can give that to Aubameyang. So I think Aubameyang only just, but it's very close. It's very close. Um, yeah, look, I said like because I put Aubameyang as the golden ball winner. If it probably won't happen, it might be Aguero, but I think Aubameyang could have a really big season. Remember, Dude got 10 goals when he joined Oli earlier this year. So let's just see what happens, man. Can Pep win the league with United's current squad? No, 100%. You put Guardiola, give him that team, give him Fellaini, Herrera, guys who can't pass the ball, who can't keep the ball. No, he's winning. He's not winning anything. Like I told you, I can never put Guardiola in the same category as Mourinho or Ferguson because Guardiola needs specific players. Guardiola cannot manage different teams. Like Mourinho, give him almost any kind of team, he can manage them and do something. Pep can't. Pep needs very specific kinds of players. That's why I'll always put Ferguson and Mourinho ahead of Pep. Always, I'll always do it, man. Let's see. Look, Aubameyang is a very good finisher, man. I mean, you can say. I mean, I think when he was starting off, then yeah, he was like a pace merchant, but he's now becoming a more accomplished finisher. So you can put crosses in as the box. He can score goals himself. I think Aubameyang has actually improved his goal scoring. Aubameyang and Kane is close. Aguero is a level above both of them. I think Aguero is a level above both of them for sure. Um, AC Milan 06 or Inter 2010? Easily Inter 2010. Like, as good as that AC Milan team was, them losing to Liverpool in the way that they did in 05 will forever. So, like, don't talk to me about that Milan team. I'm sorry. No matter how good those players were, to cough up a 3-0 lead, sorry, man, that's brick status, man. That is bona fide brick status, man. So what else are you guys saying? Prime Eto or Prime Drogba? Woo! That's a football battle. Because I should know a football battle I'm thinking is Drogba where. Because what's gonna happen, guys? I'm gonna put in a vote. I'll probably do it on the website. So I'm gonna put in a vote for you guys for what the next football battle should be. I'll probably put that on the website. Prime Eto, Prime Drogba, or Prime Drogba. Guys, Prime Eto was not a joke. Prime Drogba was insane. Prime Eto, because Prime Eto, like, you give him the ball, it's all panic stations. Hey, that's close, man. Prime Drogba was big. Because I was just watching some clips of Prime Drogba. Prime Eto, Prime Drogba. I don't know. I really don't. Man, Peter, man, that's Prime Eto, Prime Drogba. Prime Eto. Prime Eto. Prime Eto. I just think that Prime Eto, I just think he was a better footballer and he was just dangerous, man. And I think the thing with Prime Eto, I can use him in many different situations. I can use him in a 3. I can use him as a lone striker. I can use him out wide. Whereas in Drogba, I can only use him as a lone striker. But Prime Eto, you could use him in many different systems. So yeah, Prime Eto for me, man. Oh, that's close, man. You see, now if you want to talk about clutch, Drogba was the most clutch. Like, let's not even let's Drogba was the most clutch. Let's not even talk about it. Like, no, man. No. Eto was huge, man. Messi or Maradona? I think Messi may be overall more talented. Who would I pick in my team? Maradona. Like, if I need a guy to show up and really save me in a big game, I'm going for Maradona. I think Maradona just had a way more character. Way more character, man. Yeah, man. But yeah, man. No. That's very interesting. Okay, I love these football battles, man. We'll definitely do a discussion, and I even want to maybe do a series. So after I do a football battle, I definitely want to do like a discussion with the banter boys to really expand upon it. All right, guys, I'm all done. So remember, the Q&A is going to drop tonight. I'm just editing the Hope Meets Mantle Q&A. My Q&A is going to drop down as well. Tomorrow, watch for the post-match analysis. Also, I will be on UFF tomorrow. So watch out for that. I shall be on UFF tomorrow. So watch out for that. All right, guys, peace out, stay true, and stay black. Peace.